Gemini, if you are hearing this message today, August 20th, 2026, there may be something your soul is trying to understand before you move into the next chapter of your life. You have been thinking deeply about certain situations, even if you haven't shared those thoughts with anyone. Your mind has been moving constantly, analyzing conversations, remembering details, imagining possibilities, and wondering whether you made the right choices. But today, the energy around you is asking you to slow down long enough to hear what your heart has been saying underneath all that mental noise. You have always had the ability to adapt, communicate, and keep moving even when life becomes complicated. But Gemini, being able to keep going does not mean you never become tired. There may be a part of you that has been pretending everything is fine simply because you don't want to burden anyone with what you are feeling. Today, you are being reminded that you don't have to carry every thought alone. Some emotions need to be acknowledged before they can finally be released. There may be old disappointments, unfinished conversations, or memories from relationships and family experiences that still influence the way you respond to people today. Perhaps you have told yourself that you are over something, yet certain situations still trigger the same feelings. That doesn't mean you are going backward. It means there is still something your heart wants you to understand. Give yourself permission to process it without judgment. You don't have to erase your past. You simply need to stop allowing it to control the choices you make in the present. Today is especially powerful for emotional reflection and inner transformation. Give yourself a quiet moment. Step away from unnecessary noise. Listen to calming music, take slow breaths, or simply sit somewhere peaceful and allow your thoughts to settle. You may notice feelings rising that you normally push aside. Don't fight them. Notice them, understand where they come from, and then let them move through you. The more honestly you face your emotions, the more clearly you will begin to recognize what you truly want. Gemini, you may also find yourself standing between several choices today. One path may be familiar, another may be completely unexpected, and a third may be something you never considered before. Your mind may want to analyze every possible outcome before making a decision, but sometimes too much thinking can become its own form of confusion. You don't need to know every detail of the future before taking the next step. Ask yourself which choice brings you closer to the person you genuinely want to become. Don't allow fear to make your decisions for you. You deserve more than simply choosing what feels easiest in the moment. There is a difference between something being comfortable and something being right. Your intuition may be quieter than your thoughts, but it can still guide you. When your mind and heart finally begin moving in the same direction, you will recognize the difference. This message is especially meaningful in love. If you have been hoping for a deeper connection but secretly questioning whether you can trust someone again, those doubts may be connected to what you experienced before. Perhaps someone disappointed you, misunderstood you, or made you feel that expressing your true emotions was dangerous. But Gemini, not every person will repeat the story of your past. You don't need to rush into anything. You also don't need to close your heart completely. Allow people to show you who they are through their actions. A genuine connection will not require you to constantly guess where you stand. It will give you room to communicate, to be yourself, and to grow. If someone from your past comes back into your thoughts or attempts to reconnect, don't immediately decide based on nostalgia. Ask what has actually changed. Have you both grown? Has the situation become healthier? Is there genuine respect now? These questions can help you distinguish between a meaningful second chance and simply repeating an old cycle. Imagine a shooting star moving across the night sky. Let that image represent one area of your life where you are asking for change. Perhaps you want greater financial stability, success in your studies, a new opportunity, stronger family relationships, or a deeper sense of happiness. Instead of focusing only on what you don't have, allow yourself to feel grateful for what already exists in your life. Gratitude can change the way you experience the present while still allowing you to work toward your future. Gemini, your future does not have to repeat your past. You are allowed to make a different decision this time. You are allowed to walk away from what drains you. You are allowed to choose people who respect your boundaries. You are allowed to change your goals as you discover more about yourself. Growth does not always look dramatic. Sometimes growth is simply realizing that you no longer react to something the way you once did. Before we go deeper, remember that this is a general reading, and not every message will describe your exact situation. Some parts may resonate strongly with you, while others may not. Take what feels meaningful and leave what does not. Your intuition and personal experience should always guide how you interpret a message like this. And if this reading is already speaking to you, support the channel with a like and stay until the end, because there are important messages ahead concerning love, money, work, family, personal energy, and your future direction. The numbers connected with your energy today are 28 and 75. Keep them somewhere in your thoughts because they may become meaningful through an unexpected conversation, opportunity, or simple coincidence. Your supportive color today is light blue, bringing an energy of calmness, clarity, and emotional balance. Whenever your thoughts begin moving too quickly, imagine yourself surrounded by that peaceful energy and give your mind permission to slow down. There is also a powerful reminder about time today. Time is one of the few things that cannot be recovered once it has passed. You may spend a lot of time thinking about what you should have said or what you could have done differently, but today asks you to return to the present. If there is someone in your family you care about, show them. If there is a conversation you have been avoiding, consider whether having it could bring peace. If someone deserves your appreciation, don't wait for a perfect moment to express it. A younger person may also look to you for guidance today. Could be someone who sees you as more experienced or simply trusts the way you think. Your words may carry more influence than you realize. You don't have to have all the answers. Sometimes the most helpful thing you can offer another person is honesty, patience, and the reassurance that they are not alone. There is a strong energy of clarity surrounding you now. You may begin seeing through situations that once confused you. A person's behavior may suddenly make sense. An opportunity you once wanted may no longer seem as attractive. Or you may realize that a delay you considered frustrating actually protected you from making the wrong decision. This clarity is not meant to scare you. It is meant to free you. You are beginning to see people and situations without the old emotional filters that once influenced your judgment. That is a major form of personal growth. Justice is also present around you, suggesting that something that felt unbalanced may gradually begin moving toward fairness. You do not need to force everything to happen immediately. Sometimes life has a way of revealing the truth when you stop trying to control every outcome. The star appears as a powerful symbol in your reading, bringing hope, healing, and renewal. Gemini, you may have experienced a period where you questioned whether your dreams were still possible. Perhaps you became tired of waiting. Perhaps you wondered whether you were moving in the right direction. The star reminds you that a temporary period of uncertainty does not mean your future has disappeared. There is still light ahead. You may begin feeling more optimistic about something that recently seemed impossible. A path that was unclear may become easier to understand. You may reconnect with a dream you had almost forgotten. Allow yourself to believe that something good can happen without demanding that you know exactly when or how. The Ace of Cups follows, bringing new emotional energy. This can represent a new relationship, a sincere conversation, a renewed connection, forgiveness, or a deeper connection with yourself. For Gemini, this is especially meaningful because your mind often moves faster than your emotions. Today, your heart deserves a voice too. If someone new enters your life, allow the relationship to develop naturally. Don't immediately imagine the entire future. Pay attention to how you feel around them. Do you feel respected? Do you feel safe being yourself? Do their actions match their words? These questions matter more than temporary excitement. The Emperor brings structure and responsibility. Your natural flexibility is one of your greatest strengths, but sometimes you can become so adaptable that you forget what you actually want. Today, establish your boundaries. Know what you will accept and what you will not. A strong future requires more than inspiration. It requires structure. The Six of Wands then brings recognition and progress. Something you have been working toward may finally receive attention. Your efforts may be noticed by others, but more importantly, you may finally recognize your own progress. You have overcome situations that once seemed impossible. You have learned things through experience that nobody could have taught you in a book. Your victory may simply be the realization that you are no longer the person you were a year ago. The Ace of Wands brings creativity and motivation. You may suddenly feel inspired to start something, learn something, create something, or change the way you approach your goals. Follow that spark, but don't try to accomplish everything at once. Your mind is naturally active, so balance is important. When it comes to your well-being, pay attention to your body's signals. If you feel tired, give yourself time to rest. If something about your health concerns you, speak with a trusted adult or appropriate professional rather than allowing fear to grow silently. Taking care of yourself is not weakness. It is part of becoming stronger. In school, work, or your future career, curiosity becomes one of your greatest advantages today. Learn something new. Explore a subject that interests you. Try a different method. Ask questions. Read. Practice. A small piece of knowledge you gain now could become valuable later. Don't underestimate the power of education and experience. Every new skill adds another tool to your future. Financially, today's message is about clearer judgment. Opportunities may appear, but not every opportunity deserves an immediate yes. Take your time. Look at the details. Think about long-term consequences rather than temporary excitement. If there have been financial misunderstandings or uncertainties around you, they may gradually become easier to understand. You may discover a better way to manage resources or see a new path toward future stability. Your creativity can also become valuable here, especially if you have ideas that could eventually develop into something productive. But remember, patience protects you from unnecessary mistakes. In love, communication remains essential. If you are in a relationship, don't expect the other person to automatically understand everything happening inside your mind. Tell them what you need. Tell them what worries you. Tell them what you appreciate. Honest communication can prevent small misunderstandings from becoming large emotional distances. If you are single, this is not a day to question your worth simply because you are waiting for the right connection. Your life has value right now. Reconnect with the parts of yourself that make you feel alive. Spend time with people who make you feel comfortable. Try something different. Let yourself laugh. Let yourself enjoy your own company. When you stop desperately searching for validation, you become much better at recognizing genuine connection. Family relationships also receive positive energy today. Something that has felt distant may begin moving closer. A misunderstanding could be softened by one sincere conversation. Your ability to communicate can help bring people together, but remember that listening is just as important as speaking. Your family may not always understand everything you feel, but that does not mean they don't care. Sometimes people simply need an opportunity to hear one another without immediately defending themselves. Your energy may fluctuate today. You could feel mentally active but physically tired, or emotionally sensitive while your mind continues racing. Don't demand perfection from yourself. You don't have to be productive every minute of the day. Some days are for action. Some days are for reflection. Today needs a little of both. There is also a beautiful message connected with your memories. You may think about someone or something from the past and realize that the memory no longer hurts as much as it once did. That is a sign of healing. You can remember without returning. You can appreciate the lesson without reopening the wound. Be consistent with yourself. Let your words and actions match. Don't promise something you cannot deliver, and don't pretend to feel something simply to make someone else comfortable. Authenticity gives you inner strength. You are also being asked to organize your inner world. What do you actually want from the next chapter of your life? Which relationships do you want to strengthen? Which goals matter most? which habits no longer help you. The clearer you become inside, the easier it becomes to build the life you want outside. If you are attending a social event today, enjoy yourself, but remember moderation. Give your mind breaks from screens. Sometimes stepping away from constant information is exactly what your brain needs. You may return with a clearer perspective and a stronger sense of direction. For students, there may be encouraging possibilities connected with education, scholarships, exchanges, new opportunities, or a future change in direction. Your previous efforts matter. Every difficult assignment, every challenge, and every moment when you wanted to give up has taught you something. If something doesn't happen according to your plan, don't immediately assume you have failed. Sometimes life is redirecting you towards something better suited to you. Now let's look at today's compatibility energy. Aquarius can bring an interesting and stimulating connection into your day. Conversations with Aquarius energy may help you see something from a completely different perspective. Taurus energy can bring understanding, patience, and a feeling of stability. With another Taurus, you may recognize the importance of trust and consistency. Sagittarius can bring encouragement, optimism, and unexpected support. Someone connected with Sagittarius energy may surprise you by being there when you need help. Gemini, as we reach the end of today's message, remember something important. You do not need to understand your entire future today. You only need to understand your next step. Your past may have taught you caution, but it does not have to teach you fear. Your mistakes may have shaped you, but they do not define your worth. The people who disappointed you may have changed your expectations, but they do not get to decide who enters your life next. You are allowed to heal. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to choose peace. And you are allowed to believe that something better is possible. Today, choose clarity over confusion, honesty over pretending, and patience over pressure. Pay attention to the small signs around you. A conversation, an idea, a new opportunity, or simply a peaceful feeling inside your heart may be showing you that your life is slowly moving in a new direction. If this message resonated with you, support the channel with a like and subscribe for more daily readings and predictions. Take a deep breath, Gemini. You have spent enough time wondering whether you are on the right path. Now allow yourself to trust that every lesson, every delay, every ending, and every new beginning has been shaping you for the chapter that is still waiting to unfold.